Welcome to Cars in Korea. I introduce newly released Genesis Hyundai and Kia cars. And here it is today. On my background, you'll see a ton of Genesis G70 Vic Black rolling out on my background right now. 2024 Genesis G70 that's got the partial enhancement, the PE model. So this is the model after the facelift, and I actually have test driven this very color, a test drive on my channel, so feel free to check that out. There are a total of 3 matte colors, starting with the Bond Silver I have right in front of you, as well as Makalu Gray, which is the test driver that I have. That car right there is the matte color Makalu Gray. So this is not a high gloss finish, but rather it's the matte. Hope I'm saying it right. I'm not seeing the spelling, but it's all written in Korean, so it's Verviers White. My favorite color from Genesis by far, that is Uni White. That Kawa Blue, Bartna Gray is that one right there, I think. This seems to be the Seville Silver. No, it's still the matte. So it's the same color as the one that I have driven, which is the Makalu Gray. There is a Cavendish Red and also the Blazing Red. So that one over there. Last but not least, Halasan Green, which was also first introduced on Genesis G90, but now is carried over and down to this Genesis G70 PE model as well. That gray color I really like. So this is the Bartna Gray, because that is the only gray color I see, except for the Seville Silver. And the Seville Silver is really like the silver of it all. Silver color. Another, my personal favorite color that's been out there with G80. So that is the 19-inch wheel that has got the diamond cuts around the surface. All of these cars come with the 4-pot calipers. Cars we have here are 2.5 turbo that's added onto this lineup for the first time on this PE models. So there is no more 2.0, but this 2.5 turbo and 3.3 turbo. All these cars here are all-wheel drive, fully loaded model, except for any of the performance package. Genesis also offers a performance package with the spinning wheel cap, or perhaps it's more like the wheel cap that doesn't spin, and also that black Brembo caliper that we have seen on G70 Shooting Brake. That really is a badass caliper. I really like that. So that you could also include, and there are total of 4 choices with the wheels that you can get. There are choices with the rear-wheel drive on this car, as well as all-wheel drive. The test driver here today was an all-wheel drive, hence providing that grip, despite the fact that it had a bit of lower power relatively to that of the 3.3. So barely going over the 300 horsepower. Genesis G70 perhaps select a little bit of power here and there, but again, this is going to be a perfect fit to those actually looking for great city commuter, as well as car that doesn't really get you stressed putting your foot on the accelerator. This car, no. A gasoline 2.5 turbo provides 304 horsepower with the 43 kilogram force meters of torque, and that is with the inline 4 2.5 TGDI engine, while the V6, the good old type, has the 3.3 TGDI, 370 horsepower with 52 kilogram force meters of torque. I really like bright colors on G70. Genesis recently just killing it, and they've been doing a fabulous job with the interior. This car, the all good black interior, just look at that. They have not overdone it. Just a good old black and white combination, just a subtle white stitch and two-toned interior. Well, this is not the two-tone, but rather it's monotone in Genesis standard. Comes with the bright just headliners and ceiling. Just look at that. Genesis recently just killing it. I absolutely love their bright interiors, and they also do a great job with the exterior. like I've shown you. If you thought the original Genesis G70 2.0 was lacking a little bit of power, but 3.3 turbo was just too much, nearly 400 horsepower, if that was just too much for you, this is exactly the car that you're looking for. 2.5 turbo, just barely over 300 horsepower, 304 to be exact, and I was really comfortable with my accelerator. It will just find you the sweet spot. Hooked up with a beautiful 8-speed automatic. The Hyundai Motor Group is just confident and does a fabulous job with. So that engine and transmission put together, a daily driver, a commuter car, just a gentle cruise down your canyon roads, an occasional gentle spirit drive, this is the car for you. And once again, as I've been saying throughout today's video, do please go with bright interior colors, because Genesis absolutely does a perfect job with that. All right, so that's it for today. If you like today's video, don't forget to subscribe and like Cars in Korea, and definitely check out my previous test drive on G70 with the 3.3 twin turbo model. That really is the charm. All right, I'll see you in the next video. So open up the trunk with a button right here. Of course, fully automated, and the interior just is a typical sedan size, but just nice reflector with sound absorbance all wrapped around all around the trunk. But let me show you the interior of this car. So this is the car that I was referring to. Just look at the job that Genesis does with the bright and white interior. It's absolutely gorgeous.